I think we're live. Let's go.
Shout out BruceGas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah, I've been in your rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, BruceGas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out BruceGas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock by my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like BruceGas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Gold Eye. Salute, brother. Thank you for being the first one here, man. Trivia night. Boxing, jazz, and professional wrestling all wound up into one trivia contest here, and hope we get a few people to come and play the game, man. First of all, we get the head in the right position. You know, Gold Eye. That's always what we got to do over here, man. We live for the buzz. I'm puffing on a little bit of Gorilla cookies right now, but I've got a nice Toka 2 here ready to go. And 7 o'clock, it's time for the PM multivitamin stash. This is Tuesday evening. See, I got this thing for real simps over here. Hey, Chris, what's happening, brother? You change your name every time I see you, my man. I appreciate you in here. Tuesday evening, Tuesday PM. We take our Tuesday PM nutritional supplements every day in the PM. Start that off with hot, healthy flaxseed oil. Joe. Vitamin C, 1,500 milligrams. I got a 500 and a 1,000 in here. Pop those down. Cognium for the brain. That's silk protein, anti-inflammatory. Not to mention the most studied supplement for brain health. And OsteoBiflex, the Buswala, the Turmac. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Plenty of water to wash it down. I think they all do that, Joe. I don't know which one, but one of them's got to do it. All right. Let's do a little bit of cherry hose. Very, very funky stuff here. Cherry hose. It's small buds. It's the small, the little peanuts. But man, they are potent. We throw about 3 of them on the tray. And we grind them bad boys up. Put them in the institutional grinder that we have here. Slide and counter, bro. Salute, man. Salute. I'll tell you, it's getting more and more difficult to find boxing questions that are Let me get this music so I don't want to have it too loud. I don't want to have it too soft. That's what she said. That's the George Porter Trio. That's kind of like my house band over here. But anyway, we get a nice little pile of chopped up ground beef over here. George Porter playing the bass. This is a jazz. There's gonna be a lot of jazz questions in here too tonight. I got jazz. I got WWE. It's gonna be a little bit of mental stimulation here. But first of all, we got to add a little. We've got I always like to show and tell here. A couple of chopped up buds. We will add a little bit of live resin sugar to the mix. Who do I got on Saturday? Which fight? What are you talking about? Saturday's not the 31st, is it? Who's fighting on Saturday? Is it the Kentucky Derby yet? I don't know who I got on Saturday. There we go. A little bit of live resin sugar to spice that up. Just a little. I love the smell of this. It smells like dessert. Mendo cookies, they call it. And they even put like a little chocolate chip cookie on the top. Right? There we go. Let's get that in there. See if we can get a half a dozen people to come in here before we play this game tonight. And you better know your jazz. You better know your wrestling. Oh, that's going to be a hell of a fight there. Andy Cruz and Murtala. I don't know. I like Andy Cruz. I haven't seen a lot of him, but what I do see of him, he seems to be the top of the class. And you kind of know that they want to get him a title with his fewer fights that he has. But I think Andy Cruz is going to be a champion. Hey, Jose Diaz, my brother. Good to see you in here, man. Let's get the head in the right frame of mind here. The mind in the right frame of head. I finished watching Breaking Bad. I streamed the whole 5 seasons and watched them in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Good stuff though. Mick Smith, my brother. Technique. All right, we got a few people to play the game in here. We get 1 or 2 in here. It makes it official. Yeah, man. I watched it. There's been shit going on in boxing, especially on YouTube. The same bullshit back and forth. I open up a panel, get 5 clowns up there all talking over each other. Nah. I go do other things. Now Saturdays, that's this weekend, the Murtala fight, the Cruz fight. Next week we've got the I think it's Stevenson and Tiafimo. That's going to be awesome right there. Pink lemonade here, 90%. Mick Smith, you're a dangerous individual. My first bong of the day. Yeah, 90%. That must be some kind of cannabis oil or something, Mick Smith, huh? See, I wish I could highlight these comments on here, but this doesn't have a way to do it like StreamYard. But that's an excellent one-slide encounter. Donald Curry. Man, I talked to Donald Curry about 2 years ago. I was on a 3-way call. Somebody called me. They said, "Oh, yo, you got to listen to this one." It was Marlon Starling, Donald Curry, and Donald Curry, and Trick Nolte. And what a conversation it was, man. They're still arguing about who should have won the fights. This tune is called Watermelon Man. It's a Herbie Hancock song. Not played by Herbie Hancock right now, but an unmistakable cover. I tell you, those first few bombs, they ripped my lungs apart. Then after I've had a couple of them, the pain goes away.
George Porter Jr. on 8-string bass guitar. There's 8 strings on it.
Wow, an 8-string bass guitar. Pretty amazing. That's New Orleans funk. Cyril Neville, the Radiators, the Neville Brothers, George Porter Trio. I mean, it's a culture down there. I was in New Orleans once, man. Any city I think that I would like to go back to,
here's the real bass,
would definitely be a night on the French Quarter.
It's like a bass guitar with 7 strings you don't need.
There's something about the bong. Who do I think stood out most from the late 80s welterweight era?
Thank you for being here tonight.
I mean, Donald Curry was the man until that fucking 86 tragedy. That
It's a warm winter night.
I mean, that was more the mid 80s. But Starling, Donald Curry, Milton McCrory.
You are in the Maple Leaf. You're on Oak Street.
They had an amazing
Terrence Houston over there on the drums.
FWP.
Mr. Michael Limler over there on keyboards and vocals.
Salute, my bro. Welcome to the trivia. You're here at the beginning. You'll be catching. You'll probably catching some top numbers. But. See, I'm doing tonight. I've done. I think I counted 38 boxing trivia questions, and there's 100 and there's 50 questions in each trivia game, and so that's over 1,500 questions. You know how hard it is to put together 1,500 questions, and my repeats aren't that often either. You'll see a few of them in here and there, but I don't repeat a lot unless they're top-notch questions. My boy FCO, man, we get some good ones. If you know a little bit about jazz, you know a little bit about wrestling. Because see, on the 31st, my favorite wrestling show of them all is on the Royal Rumble. And wouldn't you know that it's running the same day as the Shakur and Teofimo fight? But my friends, the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia, so it's going to be on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. How cool is that, man? I can't wait till the 31st. The Royal Rumble, Madison Square Garden, and there's got to be some more fights on too. So I don't care if it's fucking 0 out there, and it kind of is, man. I tell you, I ran out of wood. I'm burning propane right now. It's cold in this fucking house, man. I got a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a freaking flannel on right now. It's chilly out there. A little bluesy funk to get us through over here.
Stop that train, I'm leaving. Stop that train, I'm leaving.
Let's start this shit show. What do you figure? We only have a few in here, but you guys ready to start it off, man? That way when they come in late, fuck them. You guys were here at the right time. You get privileges here. Let's see here, man. Tuesday night trivia. Let's get the 30-second countdown on here. There we go. That's it, man. Batter up. Joe's in here. FCO, McSmith, Chris, Sliding Counter, all of the veteran players, man. We don't see any new faces in here. I think they're scared off because they heard about it. A lot of people talk about this Tuesday night trivia, And I get the numbers when I look on there. I've gotten like 100 people to come watch the show, but we're gonna get about 20 to play. The cowards. What's the #1 selling jazz album of all time? One, is it the Vince Guaraldi Trio with a Charlie Brown Christmas? 2, is it Miles Davis Kind of Blue? 3, is it John Coltrane A Love Supreme? Or 4, is it the Dave Brubeck Quartet Time Out? The top selling jazz album of all time. Hey, Green Eyed Peas, my sister. Good to see you. Good to see you. The #1 jazz selling album of all time. And I got it in my collection too. I bet I could have the old lady dig them out for me if I wanted to, but it would disrupt the show. I should have done it ahead of time. But anyway, Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. FCO, the first man on the button on that one. I don't a classic album. It's John Coltrane, Red Garland, Philly Joe Jones, Kind of Blue. Released in 1955, the largest selling jazz album of all time. Who gave Muhammad Ali his 3rd professional loss? Makes you think a little bit on this one. 1, was it Trevor Berbick? 2, Leon Spinks? 3, Larry Holmes? Or 4, Ken Norton? His 3rd loss. Hey, Blind Neil, man. From the Smokers channel, right? Appreciate you in here, bro. We give everybody a blue wrench so they can, everybody's on equal standings over here. But what was his 3rd professional loss? You're going to have to go back and Google it if you don't have a real quick memory here. All 4 of these cats hold a W over Muhammad Ali. Which one was his 3rd loss? Trevor Burdick, Leon Spinks, Larry, no fooling you cats, man. See, that's why the boxing, they all get them. But watch when we start, we'll throw a few wrestling and jazz hookers in here. And like Joe likes to say, man, we pulling a rope-a-dope. Let me get the next question before I do another toke. 7 seconds. It's almost like eternity. Next question is, what jazz musician was also a skilled amateur boxer in his youth? 1, was it Miles Davis? 2, was it John Coltrane? 3, Duke Ellington? Or 4, Charlie Parker? Which one of these cats which one of the jazz cats was throwing leather in the ring? And I mean, a lot of his albums, he's got tributes to different fighters. You know he was a fighter at heart. I'm going down.
Some stand aside.
The correct answer, of course, the legendary Miles Davis. Who couldn't get that one right? FCO is coming ahead with, I mean, he's got that supercomputer out there tonight. You know, I was trying to tell Coach Malachi too the other day. He asked me for a bunch of streams to so he could watch the fight last week. The fight that nobody wanted to buy. What the hell was it? Anyway, it was at the Barclays. I forget so fast, but I gave him all these links I got. They come in perfect on my system. He told me he was getting all kind of what do they call them? Mouse traps, taking them to gambling sites and this and that. Man, I get that thing so crystal clear. And he's got to get one of them FCO computers, man. Quick, cuts through all the bullshit. What jazz musician is also a skilled? We just did that one. Question number 4 is what I want. At what WrestleMania event did Hulk Hogan slam Andre the Giant? 1, was it WrestleMania 4? 2, WrestleMania 3? 3, WrestleMania 2? Or 4, WrestleMania 1. When Andre picked up, when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant, Andre turned bad. It was at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. But what was it? 1, 2, 3, or 4? You guys, I'm professional wrestling fans out there. It was. See, that's what's going to throw the monkey wrench in this trivia game tonight. You got to have a broad knowledge of the most mundane subjects. But it was number 2, WrestleMania 3. That sliding counter with the first with the on the right on there. Yeah, sliding counter's got the quick fingers on this one. Next question. Who's the second man to stop Roberto Duran? 1, is it William Joppy? 2, Thomas Hearns? 3, Ray Leonard? Or 4, Pat Lawler? Thank you, Green Eyes P. Yeah, get some of these cats in here. Nobody plays trivia. They're all afraid, man. See, Joe scares them off. Sliding counter, FCO. They don't want nothing to do with you cats, man. They watch in the bushes, but when it comes time to play, not. But who was Roberto Duran? Who's the second man to stop him? The first, as you know, Sugar Ray Leonard. The second, this is an easy one. The correct answer, Thomas Hearns. The correct one was FCO knew that one. See, he was thinking a little bit. He knows the way I think on these freaking tests. Very difficult, but it's either a draw, you win by knockout, or you win by decision. Hearns, the second man. The first one was Sugar Ray Leonard. Which wrestler held the WWE Championship for over 4 years, starting in 1984? 1, was it The Ultimate Warrior? 2, was it Ric Flair? 3, is it Randy Savage? Or 4, Hulk Hogan? And this one, it's by the longevity, the 4-year span. The guy practically owned wrestling. The more we hear about him, the more of a shithead we realize he was. But the correct answer on this one is number 4, Hulk Hogan. Sliding counter. And Joe knew it. Question number 7 as we slide right along, man. Like hot grease over here, man. Which of the following ex-middleweight champions had less than 50 career knockouts? Boxing aficionados. 1, was it Stanley Ketchel? 2, was it Mickey Walker? 3, was it Marvin Hagler? Or 4, was it Carlos Monzon? Which one of these cats had less than 50 knockouts? And 50 knockouts is amazing. 4 amazing fighters. All Hall of Famers. First ballot. Which one didn't have 50 career knockouts? Take a guess. Hey, Jose, you got to have a little more than boxing skills in here, man. Otherwise, people already kind of stay away from me when we get to parties because they know we're going to start talking about boxing. Unless they want to. It's usually about 15 minutes and then they're gone. But anyway, the correct answer on this one is Stanley Ketchel. The only man on the list, I think he had like 48 or something like that. But anyways, I see Joe got that one and Green Eyes P was in there too, man. Tough questions. Let's get to some other category here. Which jazz saxophonist released the album Ascension in 1966? 1, is it Sonny Rollins? 2, Ornette Coleman? 3, John Coltrane? Or 4, Dexter Gordon? I could pull that one out of my album collection back there too. But who released this monumental album? Anybody want to take a guess? Looks like better than guessing here. This man, when he blew that sax, it sounded like Jesus speaking to God. It was like, I mean, John Coltrane, number 3. Answer. Everybody got that one right, but John Coltrane, he's the guy that brings me to my knees when I listen to John hitting some of those crazy tunes, man. Listen to him play my favorite things. You listen to freaking Love Supreme in a Silent Way. I mean, Coltrane is crazy. Coltrane is probably the greatest alto sax player in history. Chris Eubank made a name for himself with a 9th round victory over which boxer? 1 was it Nigel Benn, 2 was it Michael Watson, 3 was it Iran Barkley, or 4 was it Davey Moore? How did we find out about Chris Eubank? And what was his 9th round victory over Chris Atkins on guitar? The correct answer on this one, Nigel Benn. Joe knew that one. The 9th round victory kind of gives it away. Next question coming up. Oh, we're at question 10. We'll do question 10, then we'll look at the scoreboard. We'll see how everybody's doing on this one. Who did the Iron Sheik defeat to become the WWE Heavyweight Champion? 1 was it Sergeant Slaughter, 2 was it John Cena, 3 was it Hulk Hogan, or 4 was it Bob Backlund? The Iron Sheik, one of my favorites of all time. Hey, Thomas Hill, man. Good to see you bopping in here, my brother. Thank you much, man. Thank you much for stopping by. Who did the Sheiky Baby beat to become the champion? One of my favorite wrestlers. You watch YouTube shorts. He's on all the time. Wrestlers talk about him. So fucking funny. I mean, this guy was nuts. Out of his fucking mind. And he was a real wrestler, too, an Olympic wrestler. So he'd twist you up like a pretzel if he wanted to hurt you. But he never hurted anybody, man. But anyway, who did the Sheik beat to become the short-lived? I think he lasted about a month as a champion. And who did he beat? In fact, the towel was thrown in by his manager, Arnold Skolin. The correct answer, Bob Backlund. Sliding counter got that one. And a few other people, man. But we're going all over the place here. I should have stuck weed questions in here too, man. But I didn't. Let's display the leaderboard. And we'll see how everybody's doing in this competitive, fun game here. Joe, 8 out of 10. FWP has got 7. On his heels, sliding counter with 7. Jose Diaz, Green Eyes P, and Aguilar. See, I don't know which one is FCO, Aguilar or FWP. Either or, man. We use your freaking names. We don't want to give out any false information on YouTube. See how it says protect your privacy and all that bullshit? That's what we must do. Let's go to question 11 and get this bad boy going, man. We're nip and tug. Nobody's blowing away in this one. Which jazz pianist recorded the Colin concert live in 1975? I got it in my album collection. I saw him live in Providence Performing Arts Center. 1 is it Keith Jarrett, 2 Herbie Hancock, 3 Chick Corea, 4 Bill Evans. This is a classic solo piano. Oh, it's beautiful, man. You go and put it on YouTube, the Colin concert, and you just put this on and you'll float around your house for the day. But who was it? Was it Keith Jarrett, Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, or Bill Evans? This is real jazz. The correct answer, Keith Jarrett. Joe got that one right. Was that a guess, Joe, or you know that one? That's a double album, White. It's a very, very spiritual looking album. But anyway, man, like I said, we're all over the place on this one tonight. Next question. Which three-division world champion was knocked out in the first round of his first professional fight? One was it Iran Barkley, two Henry Armstrong, three Bernard Hopkins, or four Alexis Aguayo. Knocked out in the first round of their first professional fight. Woo! I didn't know that. Hey, Derek Bailey, my brother, salute, man. It was Keith Jarrett, man. I saw him, awesome player. I mean, it blew me away. And he gets into his music, too. He plays, he orgasms when he's playing. He's like, oh, all over, jumping up and down. He's the man. But anyway, which one of these cats was knocked out in the first round of their first professional fight and came back to win multi-world champions, at least three that I can think of. But yeah, all three divisional world champions. The correct answer, Alexis Aguayo. Sliding counter was on that one. A few of these guys lost their first professional fight, but only one was knocked out in the first round of their first professional fight, Alexis Aguayo. Unbelievable, huh? Which wrestler's finishing move is the sharpshooter? One, is it Triple H? Two, is it Steve Austin? Three, is it Shawn Michaels? Or four, is it the Hitman, Bret Hart? The sharpshooter. Which one is their finishing move? Now, Thomas Hill, there's all kind of useless informational trivia I give you over here on a Tuesday night, man. I spend the whole week looking up these fucking little tidbits and throw them together and bango. Hit you like a fucking Ernie Shaver's right hand. Which wrestling's finishing move is the sharpshooter? Is it Triple H? Is it Steve Austin? Is it Shawn Michaels? Or is it the Hitman, Bret Hart? And he can use that name, the Hitman. He's not a boxer. But anyway, it was Bret Hart. See that, man? Nobody got that one wrong. The questions today have been all over the place, which is cool, man. Number 14. What instrument does the great Charles Mingus play? One, did he play the trumpet? Two, the piano? Three, the drums? Or four, the bass? If you know it, you know it. His autobiography is called Beneath the Underdog. The story of Charles Mingus, and man, this cat will blow your mind. I got tons of Charles Mingus records. Joni Mitchell hung with Charles Mingus before he died. I mean, all kind of mystical stuff about this cat. But anyway, what instrument did he play? Anybody want to take a guess? This guy never went to a gig without a 38 strapped to his side. I mean, unbelievable stories about it. But anyway, he was a bass player. Thomas Hill knew that one. Hey, rolling with the punches, my bro. You snuck right in there, man. There's my man rolling with the punches. Good to see you, brother. We know you've been on vacation. Welcome home. Rolling with the punches, my man. Hit that like button, absolutely. Share this to your multi-platform. Let's get. I got a bunch of new subs this week, man. I really did. I must have picked up like 30 subs this week. So, thank you to all the new subs. Which of these former world champions had the most victories as a professional with 229 wins? One, was it Willie Pep? Two, was it Sugar Ray Robinson? Three, was it Sandy Sadler? Or four, was it Archie Moore? All of these guys had unbelievable records as far as victories go, but who had the most out of these four fucking saints of boxing? Was it Willie Pep, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sandy Sadler, or Archie Moore? Excuse me. Gotta clean those lungs out when you smoke as much as I do. Who had a sensational 229 wins? I mean, you could just go to Box Record and look them all up, and you can do it in a sec. Or you can actually Google, and it'll tell you right away. But out of these four cats, Willie Pep. Man, you guys are blowing my mind with your knowledge. Who? Derek Bailey, the first one. Who composed the jazz classic Take 5? Who was the composer of it? 1, was it Stan Getz? 2, Paul Desmond? 3, Dave Brubeck? Or 4, Chet Baker? Take 5. Who composed Take 5? A jazz standard.
Chris Atkins. Happy birthday, Alan Tucson.
Alan Toussaint's birthday yesterday. Whew.
We had a request for one that we haven't done in
Paul Desmond. Rolling with the punches, man. Rolling with the punches. That blew my mind. Green Eyes P right behind him.
It's been 5 weeks.
Good knowledge of your jazz. Which wrestler won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck? 1, was it Kurt Angle? 2, was it Daniel Bryan? 3, was it Chris Benoit? Or 4, was it Brock Lesnar?
No, we don't want water or tequila.
Who won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck?
Thank you. This is so.
I was watching wrestling last night. There was no Monday Night Raw. There was no nothing on for boxing, and I just got through watching Breaking Bad series, so I went and watched Monday Night Raw. It was pretty good. I kind of. It's not hard for me to get ambitious for wrestling when I watch a couple of them. I get sick of it though because I got a real short attention span. But Kurt Angle was a classic too, man. Remember when he put the little cowboy hat on? Vince had the big one on. Stone Cold had the big one on. They gave Kurt Angle the little cowboy hat. It was so fucking funny. But anyway, man, my man Derek Bailey on it like he owns it over there.
We had to request Michael for this
next question. What is it? Jazz boxing or which legendary jazz trumpeter died in a car accident in 1956 at 25 years old on a slick New Jersey turnpike coming back from a gig? 1, was it Lee Morgan? 2, was it Freddie Hubbard? 3, was it Clifford Brown? Or 4, was it Chet Baker? At only 25 years old. I mean, this was a talented trumpet player. He had a duo. I mean, this would have been another Miles Davis. He was just so talented. And who was it? Anybody want to take a guess on this one? Lee Morgan, Freddie Hubbard, Clifford Brown, or Chet Baker? A hint is one of his most famous song about him. I Remember Clifford Brown. Sorry about that, guys. I had to stick a little bit of a difficult factor in there. Hey, Thomas Hill, man. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, bro. This is trivia. This means nothing in the fucking scheme of anything. It's just a fun way we party out over here. And I love it when nobody gets them right because it kind of makes me say, hey, at least we got him thinking tonight. Chet Baker's a favorite trumpet player of mine, though, man. Reformed heroin addict Chet Baker. He was something else, man. Which of these former world champions fought the most Hall of Fame fighters? Fighting 12. 1, was it Sugar Ray Robinson? 2, Muhammad Ali? 3, Joe Louis? Or 4, Archie Moore? Which of these former world champions fought the most Hall of Famers? Sugar Ray, Ali, Louis, or Archie? Hey, Conrad, my bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate the view, brother. Me and the Toka are playing some fucking wicked trivia over here. Many facets of it. Jazz, boxing, and professional wrestling. All of these subjects, I think I have a little more knowledge than the average bear. The correct answer on this one, Sugar Ray Robinson. Who's that they got in there, man? FCO. All the boxing heads are on this one, man. But yep, Ray Robinson, 12 Hall of Famers. Doesn't sound like much when you just wrap it off like that, but it truly is, man. Especially when you look at his competition there. Which jazz artist pioneered free jazz with the album The Shape of Jazz to Come? This was avant-garde stuff. 1 was it Pharoah Sanders, 2 was it Ornette Coleman, 3 was it Eric Dolphy, or 4 was it Albert Ayler? This was most people would say, what the hell is that noise? Wow, 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 wow. I mean, just fucking off the wall stuff. When I was in my heyday, I could understand this. I could understand it note to note, so that shows you how fucking weird I am. But anyway, who was it? Pharoah Sanders, Ornette Coleman, Eric Dolphy, or Albert Ayler? Ornette Coleman, trumpet player from Texas. All these guys play that really avant-garde stuff, Sun Ra and the orchestra. But the correct answer on this, Ornette Coleman, FCO was on that one. We'll look at the scoreboard once again, man. The second inning of the game, second round, and Joe's hanging in with 15. FWP with 13, sliding counter with 13, Green IP with 13, Jose Diaz with 12, Aguilera with 8, Roland came in, he's got 5, Thomas Hill paid us his good graces there, Derek Bailey, and my Mo Cornbread, the smoker from Cornbread TV. Go give him a sub, man. I'll wait. All right, here we go. Let's resume. Resume or resume? What is it? Which female wrestler was the first main eventer at WrestleMania? The first ever main eventer at WrestleMania. 1 was it Trish Stratus, 2 Sasha Banks, 3 Charlotte Flair, or 4 Becky Lynch? Oh yes, bro. Boxing, jazz, and wrestling. Get your all-around knowledge of useless trivia tonight. But who's the first woman that main evented WrestleMania? I watched her last night too, man. She wrestled. They were wrestling from Ireland last night. Green IP. They were over here into the Northern Ireland. WWE was there yesterday, but the correct answer was Becky Lynch. They are global, man. Just like wrestling, just like boxing. And when Dana White comes in and does his thing, man, that's going to be interesting as hell. I can't wait to be the observer. The observer for that. Which boxer was known as the Manasseh Mauler? Here's an easy one for you. 1 Max Schmeling, 2 James Braddock, 3 Jack Dempsey, or 4 Gene Tunney. Which one of these cats was known as the Manasseh Mauler? This is a speed. I know you are, my sweetheart. I know Liverpool, but it's closer there than I am now. And I don't know if you guys are fighting with Northern Ireland or what, but the WWE was there last night, and I caught it, and I saw all the crazy linemen that were drunk at ringside. There was little riots going on. Definitely a good time to be had. But which one of these cats was known as the Manasseh Mauler? Jack Dempsey. Nobody got this one wrong, of course. See, that's why questions like this, man, I would have to put these in the game earlier. Hey, rolling with the punches with a fucking salute, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Rolling with the punches for sponsoring the game. I appreciate that, Roland. I really do, man. And I know it's powerful, bro. Thank you. But Jack Dempsey, see, I can't put boxing questions. I got no more boxing questions anymore, man. I gotta refresh my brain. I gotta pull out the encyclopedias. I gotta do something, man, because I can't find any more tough boxing questions for you cats. So, see, Roland gives me inspiration there. All right, let's get to question number 23 over here. Which jazz guitarist released the influential album Bright Side's Life? 1, was it Wes Montgomery? 2, Pat Metheny? 3, John McLaughlin? Or 4, Grant Green? I've seen this guy several times. I saw him once at this little club in Newport, little seaside resort in my state. Oceanside Resort. The elite, the Kennedys live there. I mean, this is like a high-class snob town. Pat Metheny was playing at this little club. Me and my buddy Jay, I were in the front row, flip-flops on stage, smoking a joint of gold in one hand with a cigar, a Cuban, not a Cuban, but a good macadamia cigar, puffing on that, and Pat Metheny playing for us. His bass player wanted to poke on the grass. It was that good. It was Colombian Gold in 1976, the bicentennial. But then he thought the better of it. But who was it, man? The correct answer on this, Pat Metheny. The first one on the FWP. Which wrestler was part of the tag team, the Road Warriors? One of the guys' name was Hawk. What was the other guy's name? 1, was it Smash? 2, was it Crush? 3, was it Axe? Or 4, was it Animal? Which wrestler was part of the Road Warriors besides Roland? Appreciate that, bro. Once again, this show is sponsored by Rolling with the Punches. What was Hawk's partner's name? The correct answer, Animal. These guys were crazy. They were juiced up to the max. They would, they take on the jobbers, the guys who were just with enhancement talent, and they would just beat the fuck out of them for real. Some guys didn't even want to go wrestling with them because they were like, they manhandled these guys who worked a 9-to-5 job. They were kind of assholes in that sense, but they were definitely animals, man. Yeah, the Steiner brothers. Which boxer went the distance with Carlos Monzon twice? 1, was it Tom Bethea? 2, was it Nino Benvenuti? 3, was it Emil Griffith? Or 4, was it Benny Briscoe? Went the distance with Carlos Monzon twice. Oh yeah, man, the Steiner recliner. Ooh, my sciatica hurts just thinking about that, Jose. Tom the Bomb Bethea. One of the first boxing matches I remember watching live on television. I wasn't really a fan of it, but it was on there. I remember it was Nino Benvenuti and Carlos Monzon, and I think it was from Monte Carlo. And it was like in 1969 or something like that. 1971. It was so far back. I was in the wonder years. But anyway, the great Benny Briscoe went twice the distance with Crazy Carlos. Hey, Trey Titan, my bro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the game, my man. Welcome to the game. Next question coming up in just a second. I'm gonna have to next intermission. I'm gonna have to change my bong water. Which bassist led the avant-garde jazz band, the Art Ensemble of Chicago? 1, was it Ron Carter? 2, was it Malachi Favors? 3, was it Jaco Pastorius? Or 4, was it Charles Mingus? The Art Ensemble of Chicago. This is the avant-garde stuff. This is the stuff that, if somebody living in your house is not into it, then there's going to be a fight over it. This is that kind of music. You either love it or hate it. To tolerate it, you got to be a special person. But who was the leader of the band, the bass player? Was it Ron Carter, Malachi Favors, Jaco Pastorius, or Charles Mingus? Hey, Roland, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. The correct answer is Malachi Favors. All four of these guys, great bass players. Jaco Pastorius, I've seen him a couple of, three times I can remember right now. And man, he died too early, but he was nuts. He was juicing and snorting and everything else, and he ended up getting killed. Which wrestler had a nickname the Crippler? One was it Taz, two was it Eddie Guerrero, three Dean Malenko, or four Chris Benoit. Who was the Crippler? Another tragedy in the game over here. Hey, Roland, man. This show's sponsored by you, brother.
Ain't no sunshine
When she's gone.
only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time.
Get this clown out of here. I see him get fucking.
Wonder if she's gone.
I see him get fucking nailed in every chat that he goes into. Pennywise, the sewer clown. If you're a pigeon, well, that's the way it is. How many fights did the great Julio Cesar Chavez lose in his illustrious career? One was at 7, two was at 6, 3 was at 5, or 4 was at 4. How many fights did Julio Cesar Chavez lose in his 100-plus fight career? Sure, Joe. Give me your Cash App. I'll send it to you. If I got a quarter, I'll give you 15 cents. You know, that's the kind of guy I am. The correct answer on this is number 6, man. 6 defeats on his career. FCO and Joe. Moving right along with this game. See, I want a warm, fun feeling in here. Just a fucking bullshit game. And let's see if you got your knowledge in 3 things that I just so happen to have a little bit of knowledge in. Which jazz fusion band featured both Chick Corea and Stanley Clarke? I saw this band back in 1976. I was hooked ever since. 1 was at Weather Report, 2 Spyro Gyra, 3 Return to Forever, or 4 the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Chick Corea and Stanley Clarke together with Al Di Meola and Lenny White, and man, oh man, you want to talk about a fucking jazz rock fusion. I was in an apartment in Boston. I left about 1,000 albums up there. I just didn't want them anymore. Grateful Dead, all good stuff. Now I want it, but I just wanted jazz back then. I left them. I couldn't. I had a Foot Locker full of them. It had to be about 1,000 decent albums. I think I replaced them all on CD. But anyway, Return to Forever. What a band! Probably my favorite jazz fusion band, or the first one I fell in love with. But anyway, Trey Titan jumped in on that one. That was the first of a long addiction to jazz that I still haven't quite kicked yet. Not as bad as I once was, but when you're a jazz aficionado and snob, it really it isolates you. Which wrestler was known for the catchphrase, "Rest in peace"? 1 was it The Undertaker, 2 Mankind, 3 Kane, or 4 The Big Show? Rest in peace. You kind of do this to you, boom, boom, and then pin you. Just put his fucking big meaty paws on your freaking chest. And who was it? Nobody's going to get this one wrong. I don't think anybody will. Oh man, we're on question 30 right there. And The Undertaker. Everybody got this one right. Now that's the third inning of the game here. I'm going to change my ball and get some clean water. Take a look at the placements here. I will be right back. Please don't go away. Cleanliness is next to godliness, especially when you're smoking the toka too. Lance, my brother, good to see you in here, man. Hey, Roland, man. As you can see, Joe's still in first place, and we got a bunch of players in here. Let's resume this game and switch to question number 31, and let's see what's up over here. Which boxer handed George Foreman his third professional loss? One, was it Tommy Morrison? Two, was it Shannon Briggs? Three, was it Jimmy Young? Or four, was it Evander Holyfield? See, this is kind of like a little bit of tricks or facts to hear. You got to be fast. The first guy that gets this one, you know he's see, hey, answers are all over the place on this one. His third professional loss. The correct answer is The Real Deal of Evander Holyfield. Morrison was just after that. I think it was right after that, as a matter of fact. George didn't fuck around in that stage 2 career, man. Once he got through with the Bum of the Month Club, it was all money after that, man. But anyway, the correct answer, his third professional loss, The Real Deal. Holyfield. What a fight that was, huh? Which jazz trumpeter played with Charlie Parker and helped to pioneer bebop? One, is it Miles Davis? Two, Freddie Hubbard? Three, Donald Byrd? Or four, Dizzy Gillespie? And I've seen this performer in concert. Which one was it? Playing back in the 40s with Charlie Parker. A little hint, he had a trumpet and it was bent up with a freaking, it went like that. It didn't go straight, it bent up. And man, and his cheeks would puff up like two softballs. I couldn't give you any more hints. If you don't know it, then yeah, I don't know it. But I gave you some tremendous hints. Let's see if the computer will win this one. No, look at this, man. Dizzy Gillespie. Derek, baby, see, Derek's a jazz man. He knows. Derek, I wish I could ship you my jazz albums. I got 3,000 jazz on vinyl. I can't give them away. I've had people call me up and they were going to come down, but they never called me back. One guy said, I got to give you something for him. I said, all right. I said, give me $200. No problem, no problem. He called me back once, never called me back again. It's like, man, I had an appraiser come down before, and he didn't want to give me enough, and now I wish I had him again. But anyway, which wrestler starred in the movie They Live? One, was it Roddy Piper? Two, was it Kevin Nash? Three, Jesse Ventura? Or four, Hulk Hogan? They Live. Who was it? Was it Piper, Nash, Ventura, or the Hulkster? This was kind of a funky movie too. Only he could see them. What was it? I think it was in mid 80s, 86, 87, something like that. That sounds about right, huh? But, hey man, Roddy Piper. People know it, man. Trey Titan in on that one. Question number 34 coming up, man. What was the outcome of the bout between Eddie Mustafa Muhammad and Matthew Saad Muhammad? 1, they never fought. 2, Matthew Saad by decision. 3, Eddie Mustafa by decision. Or 4, Eddie Mustafa by knockout. A clean bomb. I have to go see my gastroenterologist tomorrow. My GI doctor. I know he's going to schedule me for the colo. I haven't had a colo in about 8 years. 8 years is the scheduled time. So it's almost like, why do I even bother having to go see you? But it was anyway, Eddie Mustafa by decision. But it's almost like, well, why do I have to go see you? Because I know what I'm going to have to do. But it's like, just to get in touch with these guys is crazy. The appointment was scheduled for like a year ago. My Uber missed me last appointment, so I missed the appointment. I'm waiting for the Uber. He's in the fucking town of like Bristol, Ohio or something. Really, really crazy. But anyway, I got to go see him tomorrow. I don't know how I can start talking about that. But anyway, Eddie Mustafa by decision. And they were supposed to have a rematch years later when they both had belts. And it fell through. My questions are getting harder. Sorry there, Pennywise. I won't time you out. If you behave yourself, I'll let you stay in here. But you give me bad vibes when I see you on these other stations. You're getting fucking... You're very confrontational. And this is the most laid-back freaking chat room you're going to find out there. Anywhere else, we'll keep an eye on you. I got a girl in here called Green Eyes P, and if you say anything that even leans to the fucking anything out of center, ping, she'll send you packing. So, next question. Yeah, baby. Which jazz pianist was nicknamed the High Priest of Bebop? 1, was it Thelonious Monk? 2, McCoy Tyner? 3, Horace Silver? Or 4, Bud Powell? This guy he used to dress like a bum. He was very eccentric about the jacket that he wore. It was like he had holes in his shoes and everything. But this was the High Priest of Bebop. Was it Thelonious Monk, McCoy Tyner, Horace Silver, or Bud Powell? See, the others on this list, you could call them all the High Priests of Bebop, but there's only one, and it was Thelonious Monk. Roland and Trey Titan on that one, man. That was his nickname, the High Priest of Bebop. You get a song called Straight No Chaser, Round Midnight. I mean, Thelonious Monk's one of the best. Which wrestler was the leader of the NWO faction in WCW? 1, was it Sting? 2, was it Scott Hall? 3, was it Kevin Nash? Or 4, was it Hollywood Hogan? Hey, D1, my bro. Good to see you in here, man. Thank you much for stopping by, brother, as always, man. Who was a leader of the NWO, the faction in WCW? There, like that. The NWO. Who ended up being a leader? Hollywood Hogan. Trey's in this game for keeps now, man. He's got the super fingers, super fast, not mind, the fast computer. Hey, BVO, my man. Mike, how you doing, Mike? What's happening, my brother? Thank you, Cats, for stopping by, man. How many times did Archie Moore fight for the World Heavyweight Championship? 1, did he have 4 tries? 2, did he have 3 tries? 3, did he have 2 tries? Or 4, 1 attempt? How many times did the great Archie the Mongoose Moore fight for the heavyweight title? Hey, appreciate that, BVO, man. Everybody that stops in here, we loves it, man. My biggest fan, see, she's sleeping right now. She would pull out these jazz albums as I'm wrapping them off, but she goes to bed early. But she's not only my chef, lover, best friend, she's also my biggest fan. So she put this figure. Let me show you the blanket she threw on the back of me for tonight because she knew I was going to talk about wrestling. So she went and grabbed the wrestling quilt. Let me show you. Only Joe knew this one. He got 2 shots, one with Marciano and one with Floyd Patterson, and that was it, man. That was it for the great Archie Moore. And let me show you this fucking thing. I got it. See the thing she put in the back of me? Look at that. Look at that blanket she draped over my couch. You got all the wrestlers behind me. You got, what's his name? What's this dude's name with the stash over here? You got the crazy man over there. You got Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and what's this crazy cat's name behind over my shoulder here? What's this dude's name? Joe knows. We don't argue boxing history with that crazy motherfucker, man, because he's got an encyclopedia. I think he's a little short guy, and he sits on a couple of boxing encyclopedias to reach the keyboards. So it may take him a second, but moving right along with my expert producing here. Which jazz vocalist recorded the 1958 album, Lady in Satin? 1, was it Sassy Sarah Vaughan? 2, was it Ella Fitzgerald? 3, Dinah Washington? Or 4, Billie Holiday? Lady in Satin. Derek Bailey will know this one. Maybe. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. You know, that's some avant-garde keyboard playing in there. Sounds like McCoy Tyner. And these cats, I love them here, man. Billie Holiday. Trey got that one right, man. But yep, that's the Lady in Satin. One of her many songs. I mean, Billie Holiday, one of my favorite vocalists of all time. Her whole story is mind-blowing. Addiction, fucking rejection, getting beat up, the whole fucking thing, man. But Lady Day, man, Billie Holiday. Which wrestler's real name is Terry Bollea? Here's a softball come flaming down the line here. 1, is it The Rock? 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin? 3, John Cena? Or 4, Hulk Hogan? Which one of these cats is? Real name, their government name. Tony Bollea, Terry Bollea. Everybody should be getting this one. correct answer on this one, of course, Hulk Hogan. Agale, my bro. First one on the button on that one. Next question in just a second. And we're going to take another pause. That's 10 questions we just blew right off, man. This fighter was one of the few who never lost his championship in the ring. This 80s fighter. Was it Helmut Kenti? 2, was it Subido Pedrosa? 3, was it Billy Costello? Or 4, was it Aaron the Hawk Pryor? Which one of these fighters did not lose their title in the ring? Aaron the Hawk Pryor. Derek Bailey, the first one on the button. Now we will go to the leaderboard. We'll see if it's changed at all. No, Big Joe's still up there, man. He's still in first place with 30 points, followed by FWP 502 with 27, tied with Sliding Counter with 27. Jose Diaz with 26, man. Aguilar, 19. Green Eyes P, rolling with the punches. Derek Bailey, cat's coming in late, man. You guys want to get on that fucking leaderboard, man. Trey Titan, you guys come in and you're doing an amazing. But unfortunately, I can't stop the game when you come in. I wish they could be doing something like that, but that would be way too much for my brain to figure out how to do. So, Joe's been here for the whole stretch, and look at see the difference? Same with Sliding Counter. FWP, they came in early tonight, and they're shining like a diamond. The home stretch coming up now, folks. It won't be long now. That's what she said. Who did Pernell Whitaker defeat to become the WBA Junior Middleweight Champion? A title he never defended. 1, was it Vincent Petaway? 2, was it Julio Cesar Vasquez? 3, was it Gianfranco Rossi? Or 4, Terrible Terry Norris? Joe knows he can't afford to slip off anywhere here, man. He's got a couple of dogs nipping at his heels. Not much breathing room. And you know when it comes towards the end, I make them difficult just to keep it real. The correct answer on this one is Julio Cesar Vasquez. The first correct on that one was FW. Moving on to question number 42. Which boxer did not face one another 3 times? 1, was it Sugar Ray Leonard Roberto Duran? 2, was it Riddick Big Daddy Bo and Eric Evander the Real Deal Holyfield? 3, was it Julio Cesar Chavez and Meldrick Taylor? Or 4, was it James Lights Out Tony and Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum? Which one of these groups, which 2 fighters did not have a trilogy? Windows closed. Votes should be tabulated to win it. FWP, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Meldrick Taylor. There was no need for even a rematch with that fight, but anyways, man. Unfortunately, Meldrick, too much damage to them Philly fighters. Next question. In professional wrestling, who ended The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak? What was it at 21? 1 was it Triple H, 2 Shawn Michaels, 3 Roman Reigns, or 4 Brock Lesnar? Yankee Kyle, my brother, good to see you in here, man. You'll get this one. Who ended The Undertaker's WrestleMania undefeated streak? And this was big too, man. He really got hurt in the match. He ended up going to the hospital, fucked up some disc in his back. And, devastating shit that goes on in the wrestling arena. Not a single match is real. I mean, I talked to professional wrestlers who wrestled 500 matches. Not a one of them was a real wrestling match. But man, do they put their ass on the line every night. Brock Lesnar was the correct answer there. I mean, they put their ass on the fucking line. They take these bumps. You watch Andre the Giant get body slammed, and you wonder why that guy had a bad back. I mean, dude, it's like body slamming your easy chair full with all your might. You know, you're gonna break something. You're not gonna be able to sit in that thing anymore. I mean, it's devastating. Shout out to the professional wrestlers. Brock Lesnar, man, this guy is crazy as they come. Strong, athletic, just UFC champion, WWE champion. Took on anybody in legitimate UFC fights. Destroyed them. Lady Sings the Blues is based on the life of who? 1, is it Janis Joplin? 2, is it Billie Holiday? 3, is it Anita O'Day? Or 4, is it Amy Whitehouse? Lady Sings the Blues. Who's it based on the life of? Getting time for Mardi Gras. It's coming up pretty soon, man. Excellent movie if you haven't seen it. And she always had a white gardenia in her hair. Billie Holiday. Derek Bailey. First man in there. Wait. The home stretch in this crazy fucking trivia game going on here. What superstar defeated Bruno Sammartino for the world title in 1977? 1, was it Stan Stasiak? 2, was it Larry Zbyszko? 3, was it Ivan Koloff? Or 4, was it Billy Graham? The answer is in the question. The correct answer, superstar Billy Graham. Trey, once again, the first man on the button. Yup, Bruno defeated in his second fucking run at the title by the superstar. Then they had a big chain match the next year. Roland showering me with the dollars like I'm stripping on a pole over here, bro. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I'll give you my number when I get out of the shift over here, bro. Appreciate it. Rolling with the punches, man. Shout out to him, man. Superstar Billy Graham. Which boxer is not credited for winning 3 world championships? 1, Mike McCallum. 2, Jeff Fennick. 3, Meldrick Taylor. Or 4, Iran Barkley? Which one of these guys is not credited with being a 3-time world champion? Hey, sliding counter, you don't want them simpleton boxing quizzes. Like, I can't think of any more boxing questions. There's going to be people getting 50 out of 50 here. Joe's been dying to do that, and he knows he could do it, but that's why I gotta fuck him up, man. I can't come at you with the same 2 6-guns every week. I gotta pull my Uzi out once in a while. Give me some credit, bro. Give me some credit. The correct answer on this one, of course, is second time his name was in a correct answer, Meldrick Taylor. All others, Triple Crown champions. legit Triple Crown champions. Moving right along here, man, and that was FCO. Take 5, one of the best-selling jazz singles ever, was performed by whom? 1 was it the Modern Jazz Quartet, 2 the Dave Brubeck Quartet, 3 the Count Basie Orchestra, or 4 Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. What band performed Take 5? I've seen this band on. I saw him at Newport. I was at the Jazz Festival. I was so far back I couldn't really make him out. But he's dead now, and his sons continue. They got the band. Darius is one of his sons, and Chris is another one. But the answer, Dave Brubeck. Derek Bailey got that one right. The first man on the hitting his button. Moving along to the finish line. Which pro wrestler had the alter ego named Cactus Jack? 1 was it Terry Funk, 2 was it Mick Foley, 3 was it Kane, or 4 was it Edge? Whose alter ego? Cactus Jack. My wife loved the guy. I mean, she'd read me for Cactus Jack. She loves the guy. Watch out, Roland's got a wrench, and he's not afraid to use it. Which pro wrestler had the alter ego of Cactus Jack? He had the teeth knocked out in the bottom, and he wore Mr. Sacco. Mick Foley, everybody got that one right. Moving right along here. A Love Supreme is a spiritual jazz suite composed by which saxophonist? 1 is it Wayne Shorter, 2 Ornette Coleman, 3 John Coltrane, or 4 Dexter Gordon? It's a classic album, a whole spiritual tune. And who was a composer? The last question, we've got to have a boxing question in there. A Love Supreme, a Love Supreme. There's some vocals to it, but they're just more like speaking, not really singing. John Coltrane, McCoy Tyner, Elvin Jones, and who was the bass player, man? Was it Jimmy Garrison? I think it was Jimmy Garrison. But man, the first correct answer on that one would be FW himself, man. He's I don't know, Joe. It's going to be interesting here. This could be the deciding question here. Who did Lennox Lewis fight in Las Vegas in his first fight as a world champion? 1 was it Tony Tucker, 2 was it Shannon Briggs, 3 was it Michael Grant, or 4 was it David Tua? Who was Lennox Lewis' first title defense against? Who did Lennox Lewis fight in his first title defense? See, this could take some thinking, some. Let's see, who was it? The correct answer, Tony Tucker. Joe got that one right, man. Joe ain't fucking around, man. Joe knows this is time to lay your cards on the table. All right, man. That's the game's end. Let's see what's up here, man. The winner, Joe, in first place. We got tied for second place with Jose Diaz and FWP. with 35. Sliding counter just out with 34. Aguila Boxing, 22. Trey came in late and he moved himself up to 6th place. Well, actually, 5th place because we got tied for 2nd place. Rolling with the punches, Derek Bailey, Green Eyed Pea, Thomas Hill, Yankee Kyle bopped in, Technique, Cornbread, my brother, the Smokers channel. Hey, good game, man. Joe takes back his #1 position. Last week, Blood Boxing was in here, man. Blood won the contest hands down. He kind of humbled Joe. I don't know, maybe I think Joe just kind of had enough and he didn't want to play no more. Because Blood was kind of getting the hard ones right. But anyways, man, Joe got back, dusted off his britches and come back in. Takes back the title. Tuesday Night King over here, man. Shout out to Joe. We couldn't get him with jazz. We couldn't get him with wrestling. And even the boxing questions in here. He had no problem with those, but I figured he was going to get stumped up, man. No way. Joe did it. See, this is the blanket the old lady gave me. Like I said, man, my biggest fan. Nah, no cooperation. I didn't even know it was Blood until the game was over. He was on some other account. It was called Check is greater than chess or something like that. And I thought it was Carlos Mendoza. I thought it was the drunk Irishman. But anyway, man, all I can do is thank all you cats for coming and playing the game with me. Get a little bit of sanity on a midweek over here. I made an appointment today to get my new car registered with the registry. I got to do I went to the police station, the local police station on Saturday morning. You had to do the VIN inspection. The cop's name was Abdul, new guy on the force. I was in and out of there in a second. It was like nobody in the police station. And Bristol cops are noted to have, people don't like to walk in there, you know. It's like some people don't walk out the same who walk in there, walk through those doors. But anyway, I got that done. I got some front work done in the car, and now I got an appointment to get it registered. Once I get it registered and get it inspected, and I'm on the road again, man. I haven't been on the road since a few days after Thanksgiving. So me and the old lady, once again, we don't have to get our groceries delivered to us, but we may still keep that service. They came this morning. I ordered last night at 9 o'clock. They were here at 8:15 today delivering the stuff for $6. How can you beat that, huh? It's cold up there. What is it right now, man? It just says cold. Let me see exactly what it is, Jose. Let me see exactly what it is. Oh, it's 16 degrees. It's colder right now. 16 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty damn cold. But I ordered propane, so I'm gonna get a refill of fuel. I think they said before Saturday. So things will be cool. But anyway, man, I appreciate everybody that came in here. You know who this is. You know who will be next week, man. BruceGas, Boxing, Jazz, and More. Your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. And may the power of God be with you. I'm out of here.